I am Locutus of Borg.
Hi guys, I'm Locutus, and welcome back to the Collective. And welcome back to our run-through of Star Trek Online as we take on the next mission in the Age of Discovery sort of prequel missions. We're actually outside the starting area, the Delta Volantis cluster, as you can tell from the sound and the spooky music. So let's retake the mission, because I dropped it, because I actually took it back in, so we can get the intro on here. And we'll see what we shall see.
I have a mission for you.
We have a situation at the Delta Volantis cluster. One of our research stations there managed to get a partial distress signal off before it was jammed at the source. I need you to get out there and get eyes on the situation. The Klingons are getting bolder since they acquired cloaking technology, but an attack that far into Federation space is bold, even for them. Find out what's going on and render any assistance they might need at the station, if it still exists.
Okay,
I have a mission for you.
So let's start the mission. Actually, first of all, let's just have it's another little thing, by the way, you should be aware of. A lot of things in STO will award you with dilithium ore. You can refine that ore into dilithium, which you can then use to buy things. It's a cost that you need for a lot of things, including equipment upgrades, amongst other things. But unless you're a paid account subscriber, you have a limit on how much dilithium you can refine per day. That's one of the ways STO monetizes its resources. Now, it's a pretty generous limit, and it's per character rather than per account, so it's not really a huge issue generally, but it's worth noting. Go into your inventory, go down here, and it's worth every day or so coming in here and just hitting refine if you've got any dilithium ore. I don't have any on this character yet, but I just suddenly thought of that because the rewards for this mission will give me some dilithium. And the rewards from a lot of missions will give you some dilithium, but it gives you ore generally, which you then need to refine, so worth doing. You can refine 8,000 daily. You don't lose the ore if you don't refine it, it just stays there, obviously, and you can't use it until you, so you gotta wait a little while. But yeah, let's get stuck into the mission anyway. The USS Collective jumps in. Delta Volantis is up ahead. Take us in. They could be Klingons under cloak nearby, so we'll head inwards there. I'll zoom out a little bit. I don't want to be quite that zoomed in. On the way past, we'll pick up this hydrazine gas, which is a crafting resource. Crafting we'll go into more as we play through the missions, but for now we'll just scan it. And you get a little mini game here. You can use the arrow keys rather than clicking the arrows on screen, which makes it a little quicker. Just got to match the waveform, and then you get a pickup of some crafting resources. Crafting resources, by the way, don't take up space in your inventory. They're specifically stored here in the R&D slot, which is an entirely separate inventory. You can fill that up as well, but it's a rarity. These are all bog standards. What's that? Value, let's discard that, discard that, discard that, and discard that. And we've already got a Federation shuttlecraft, so will it let me recycle that one? No, it won't, so we'll just discard it. And we'll hit the little speed bump here to boost in there. And as I said, the reason I'm doing that rather than using full impulse, because we haven't actually got that far to go, and full impulse, as I explained in the previous video, drops all your power levels. So it's best to keep it up if you don't know whether you're going to be in combat or not. Now, I've done this mission before, and I know that the first things we have to do are not combat.
Glad you were in the area. Some Klingons just...
But it's a good habit to get into.
Out of nowhere. They can do that now, right? Unbelievable. Anyway, the whole thing was terrifying and strange. I mean, they shot at us, did some structural damage, knocked some sensor pods out of alignment, and completely ruined my latest experiment, but That's it. They had us, and they just left.
Okay, how can we help here?
Our tractor beam is offline. Actually, it's a fried little puddle of sadness, but offline sounded better. If you can, could you use your ship's tractor beam to move our sensor pods back into position?
Yeah. Okay. Tractor the beam things into position. So, yeah, we'll move forward and use our tractor beam. So, okay. To rest a little bit.
Okay, sensor pod alpha is back online. Nice. Sensor pod beta is online. Klingons! Klingons are happening! A lot of Klingons! They're coming this way fast! Shields up! Weapons hot! They're
Red
under
alert!
attack!
Battle stations!
Dead! Starfleet Command! This is Delta Volana Station! We're under attack!
Open fire!
Oh, okay, ship! We're in big trouble!
I was going to say, that doesn't seem like a lot of Klingons to me, but that's more what I'd consider a lot of Klingons. They all birds of prey? Yes, they are. So I'm not hugely concerned. Just drop their shields and one torpedo will do nicely for them. Rebalance my shields there on the left. Not going to waste a torpedo on that guy. He's going to go down to phaser fire any moment now. That one, however, hit the shield buff, which will repair us a bit. Swing round and torpedo away. That was pretty easy. Let's get an update from the bridge. Incoming hail from Starbase 1 on screen.
This is Kensington. Sounds like the Klingons are making a push in that sector. We're sending some backup your way. Command's still analyzing these attacks, trying to figure out what the enemy is up to there. In the meantime, I need you to hold that system and protect the station. Stay sharp out there, and good hunting.
Okay, thank you, Admiral. Acknowledged. More birds of prey. Oh, I thought we'd finished him, but apparently not. Oh, what's going on here? Ah! Looks like Discovery, but I'm guessing, since this is before all that, this is the... Yep, it's the Glen. Discovery's sister ship. And we all know what happened. Well, if you're watching the show, if you've watched Discovery, you know what happens to the Glen. But if you haven't watched Discovery, well, probably goes without saying. Spoiler alert. Just in case you haven't, though. I'm not going to explain how it's jumping around there because you'll, well, you may or may not find out about that during the game. I'm not sure. Suffice to say, it has some fancy new drive system. Leave the him. Is that all of them? Nope. There's another bird of prey over there. That is very cool. More online. No one's online there. Let's hail the Glen.
There'll be time for formalities later. Right now, we've got a problem. Several, actually. The Klingons beamed multiple boarding parties over during the fight. We're a research vessel. Our security forces are getting overwhelmed. If you could send some people over to help, we'd be much obliged.
We're on our way, Captain. Locutus out. Although I must say you did look pretty damn well capable in a fight for a research vessel, but yeah, we'll see that. Commander, the Glen needs a help. Blah, 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 blah. Beam over. We've got our crew set up and ready to go. Beam aboard the Glen. Which is a really nice interior that looks like, well, Discovery.
Thanks for coming. The captain still has control of the ship. She's waiting for you on the bridge.
Translation, shoot the Klingons. Okay, let's get stuck in. Try out this little wide beam phaser of mine. Oh, I gave her that assault rifle. My team seems pretty competent. What's that? That's not one of my crew, is it? That's... Oh, no, it is. That's Fletcher. Quite like the Discovery phases, they look kind of cool. We are on the bridge. Klingons. I do really like the Discovery transporter effects, they look beautiful. Is that it? That was... seemed a bit easy. Let's talk to the captain.
You made it. Good. We have a lot of work to do here. The Klingons have done extensive damage.
Help Strahl fix the ship. Okay, gotcha.
Like the captain said, main power's offline. We're sitting ducks without it, and the Klingons know it. Let's get to work before House Mokai turns us all into trophies. Or lunch.
I'm pretty sure Strahl here is Stamets' friend,
I'll do the heavy
who
lifting.
you see
What I
in a
need
couple
you
of
to do
early
is to
episodes
bring
over the
engineering control
comms.
to a bridge console.
I can't really
Divert
remember,
the
to be
power
honest, but
flow
we'll have to
and
check
enter
that.
the new power-up sequence I'm putting together. You got it?
Yeah, let's get to work. Do like the bridge does look very cool as well. Oh, she's not so healthy.
Engineering control is transferred. Go to the next console to divert the power flow.
Where's the, there it is, over there. I like that you can see the station outside as well, that's pretty cool.
Power flow is diverted. Input the new...
Oh, I like that you can see the rest of the ship properly as well. That is very nice.
Nice work. Main power is back online.
Oh! And I like that they actually had, you know, all the other stations that weren't lit up have all come back online now, and the visuals on the view screen and everything have and the holo... That's really cool. I never noticed that before.
Nice work. We're not out of the woods yet, though. Our next stop's the engineering lab. I need to get our shields back online and secure some classified data down there. Believe me, we don't want the...
Okay, let's get to engineering then. Is that a computer core over here, or... Let's take the turbo lift to engineering. Presumably fight a bunch more Klingons. Hello, Klingons. think that's all the Klingons here. Can we go around this way? Yeah, we can. And there's a mysterious floating rock in the middle of the ship for some reason, but it's gathering resources. They sort of spawn randomly. Normally, they don't look quite as out of place as just around. Oh, hello. That went fairly well. Security people will secure. I mean, if the ship is this classified, which, you know, if you know why the Glen is. I mean, come on. Okay, there will be spoilers from this point onwards, basically. So if you are still watching the video after this warning, then that's your funeral. Basically, obviously, it's the spore drive I'm talking about, which the Glen was the prototype for and got it working before Discovery did. Now, if that's, you know, such a strategically valuable resource and so heavily classified, which, I mean, obviously it is, it's a technology that allows you to jump anywhere at will, then surely the Glen should have more than a skeleton security crew and not need a crappy little frigate like mine to beam over its troops actually to help secure. Should have enough of a security force of its own, but no, that's not the way it rolls. So, oh, there's still one over there, and there is the tardigrade, which you will know well from Discovery. They called him Ripper, and there is another Klingon, but she's behind a force field. So let's talk to Stroll, like it's telling me to.
Not sure how she pulled it off, but that Klingon put a security field up between us.
Ah, it's Jula.
Ja'ula? The Ja'ula? This day just keeps getting worse. Look, I need to drop that security field. She's trying to steal that data I told you about on the bridge. We can't let that happen. Watch my back in case any more Klingons pay us a visit.
Yeah, about that giant tardigrade in a cage over there. You gonna tell me anything about that?
Not sure how she pulled it off.
Apparently not. They're not just. We're just going to gloss over the 8-foot-long giant bug monster.
Will win the war. This will bring supremacy to my house.
Sat in engineering for some reason. Okay, so be it.
Wait, what? She blocked access. I can't bring down the security field.
Nerve pinch for you. Whoa, how do these guys... Shouldn't they have transported in rather than just materializing? Yep, we got all of them. Speak to Stroll. Wait for combat to end.
Damn, she's good. Locked me completely out of the security system. I can't get the field down. Fine, she's not the only clever one in the room. Watch my back. I've got an idea. Just need a little more time.
Okay. Cover him some more. Oh, more Klingons.
Wait, she's dropping the field? Look out! Here she comes! Shields online. They can't beam out now.
Have some mind meldiness. First time I did this mission, I found it actually surprisingly hard, this ground bit here. But the trick to that is, once Jula drops the field, the reinforcements will keep coming, basically. So just go for her, take her down. At all costs. And it's helpful if you move back a bit so your team gets flanking shots on her. You see, looking at this cutscene here, how much better would Stowe be if the ground combat was that dynamic? Run, Klingons, run! Nom 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 nom. Who's a good ripper? Eat the Klingons! Now, Stroll.
Looks like the Klingons aren't fond of our house guest. Shame, really. It's nice once you get to know it.
Okay, what's our status here, Stroll?
Ah, well, I have good news and bad news.
Of course you do. Good news, please.
The good news is I managed to corrupt a number of critical data files before she stole them. There's only 2 people in the galaxy who can figure out that mess now, and neither of them are Klingons.
I'm guessing that's himself and Stamets, obviously.
The bad news, well, there's plenty of uncorrupted data in there that the Klingons shouldn't have. It was classified for very important reasons. We need to stop her. Of course, if half of what they say about Jula is true.
It is. And I'm basing that on apparently the fact that she ambushed us and seemingly did a very incompetent job of it since we blew up most of her fleet. But never mind.
Great. Takuvma's sister, one of the deadliest members of House Mokai. Here. Wonderful. Okay. They must be headed to the shuttle bay. I brought the shields back online so they can't beam out. If they're gonna leave, they're gonna have to get creative. Let's head down there before Jula gets any more bright ideas.
Hold the phone on that, Dr. Stroll. What was that thing?
That? You should probably make peace with the words, "it's classified," when it comes to what you just saw. Seriously, don't worry about it. Believe me, we have bigger problems here, starting with Jula. We need to stop her.
Okay, it's classified. But hypothetically, were it some kind of tardigrade from a sort of quasi-parallel dimension that can navigate the mycelial spore network and be used to allow us to make spore drive jumps across the middle of pretty much unlimited distance, that you'd tell me, right? Of course you would. And to the shuttle bay, or hangar bay, I guess. Is that one of my guys? Yes, it is. Fight some more Klingons. Oh, there's one up ahead. There's several up ahead. Get a bit closer and use the spray. Yeah. Into the shuttle bay we go.
Do you hear that?
Uh-oh. Ow!
Engineering, emergency transport of the specimen to containment.
Sure you don't want to tell me anything more about it, Stroll?
You okay? Come on, let's go. We're almost there. We really need to stop Jula.
We really need to have a chat about that thing because it nearly ate my face.
Oh, that'll be exciting. Let me add that to my calendar. Right after we stop the insane Klingon with our top secret data.
Okay. We'll stop the Klingon.
We're almost to the shuttle bay. Keep moving!
I do like the shield effect on the hangar bay door. Okay, so we didn't manage to stop them. Or stop her, at least. Okay. Area secure-ish. Where's Stroll? I've got to speak to... Oh, there he is.
She stole one of our shuttles. She bypassed deck security, got emergency evacuation clearance, and hotwired one of our shuttles. Unbelievable. If she wasn't trying to kill all of us, I'd be impressed.
Okay, so what are our options?
Well, that's a short-range craft. There must be a Klingon ship out there waiting for her. We might get out of this yet. Now head back to your ship. See if you can find where she went. We'll do the same here.
Okay, we will. Although I'd still like to know about that creature, but I guess you're not going to tell me because classified and all that, but do love the transporter effects. They've done a really good job with the discovery effects.
Heads up. Klingon reinforcements are warping in. Protect yourself and the station. But we really need to find out where that shuttle carrying the stolen data went. There's a good chance it's on a cloaked ship nearby.
And what exactly is it we're trying to stop them getting?
Hate to play the "that's classified" card here, but you know the drill. Sorry. Take it up with Admiral Kensington if we make it through this. For now, let's focus on those Klingons out there trying to kill us, okay?
Fair enough. Red alert! Oh, blimey! That's a lot of torpedoes. That was very cool. Is that it? I thought that was a bit easy. Focus that one down the station down. Just come around. Any more? Any more Klingons? No, I think we're clear.
Get ready to be happy. I think I know how to find where Ja'ula went.
Please explain.
If the shuttle's in range, I can hack into its command matrix and send a self-destruct command. That'll make a big enough boom to reveal the location of the ship she landed on, cloaked or not.
Okay, so what's the catch?
Yeah, about that. If the shuttle's in a ship, it'll be tough to get a signal through the shields, the jamming, and the cloak. Tough, but not impossible. Get me close enough, I'll make it happen. We just need to start sifting through this big haystack for one angry little needle. Leave that to us. You protect the station.
Okay, good hunting. So I guess the Glen's going to go do that. Just cloak. Take down that cruiser. Come on, bring it down as quickly as you can, guys. We're gonna have a shot on the boat. Press the other side of the station. Just get round. As soon as we have a clean shot at it. If you mouse over stuff, by the way, it shows you the firing arc, which is a nice little thing to know sometimes. There she goes. There it is. I do like that cloak effect as well. That was very cool. Oh, it warped away. Okay, let's hail the Glen.
Stroll's plan worked, but Jaula's ship was able to go to warp before we could disable it.
Yeah. No excrement, ancient 20th century fictional character.
There's still hope. The explosion did a lot of internal damage to that ship. She's leaving a trail we can follow. So, we're going to pursue Jaula and clean up our mess. Thanks for all your help here today. If we pull this off, it could make a big difference in the war effort. For all of us.
Good luck, Captain. Collective out. And I think that is the end of the mission. So yeah, let's depart the system. We jump to warp. And then we'll hail the Admiral to report in.
I'm not thrilled with the Klingons getting away with some of our cutting-edge research, but Stroll's report indicates they won't be able to do much with it for quite some time, if ever. Hopefully the Glen will be able to track down Jaula and recover the data before they return to Klingon space. It should go without saying that what you witnessed at Delta Volanus is classified at the highest level. The Klingons know too much as it is. Good work out there. Kensington out.
Understood, Admiral.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
And yep, we've got some bonus, and we've now got some skill points to spend. As we've suddenly shot up to level 6, apparently. So, just going to get away from here.
Starbase 1 has been attacked by the Klingons. Though they have repelled the first wave of
Oh,
attacks,
we're
I
gonna-
have a mission for them.
We're going to decline that for the moment, because we're going to do that next episode. I am going to get us away from the Delta Volanus cluster here a bit, because that'll stop that that annoying wibbly music playing in my ear all the time while I'm talking here. Okay, so a few things we've got out of that mission. Let's see what we've got here. We've got some better body armor, which we'll put on ourselves, obviously. Which means we've got a spare set of armor that one of these guys can have. I think our other medic can have the armor because I kind of want him to stay up more than the others. We'll get armor for all of them eventually, but it won't take too long for them. The USS Collective, we've also got an improved shield generator, which we can pop on here. Again, the basic level stuff is just garbage, and there's no point trying to sell it. You don't get anything for it, so start. And yeah. Then I did get some dilithium ore, so you see we can get down here, we get refined dilithium, and we have some refined dilithium. And then we go up to top here, we've got some new skills. So we have a couple of points to spend on stuff. Now, it's split into space and ground. You don't have to go with the same matching area. Just because I'm a science officer doesn't necessarily mean I want to go with the shield capacity stuff or the hull capacity stuff or even the weapon stuff. I mean, they all have their own things. Generally speaking, at the base levels, science stuff tends to work obviously on science abilities, but at the basic level it's hull, shields and weapons. But you get more as you go on as well. So initially I actually do want a point in shield capacity. And now I could have shield capacity 2. Or I could have shield restoration. I actually am going to take shield restoration. And we also have a single ground point to take. We can either have endurance training, which gives us armor expert and regeneration. Or we could take weapons expert, which gives us weapon proficiency. I don't find ground combat that hard on the thing, so I actually prefer to take the offensive side of ground combat. So we're going to take... And specializations come in later when you can get more at Vice Admiral basic level. You can choose specialization skills which grant you more interesting perks. So for now, ground perk wise, we're going to take weapon proficiency, which gives us a bit of a bonus in ground damage, which will just help ground missions go a bit faster, I find. You also get perks at various levels along here. I think that's universal. Bridge officer training. Oh, well, no, you get them at certain levels, so... So I can train my bridge officers in a few more science skills. And on the ground, we have a pick here to choose. We can choose either Hyperspray Dilovine 3 or Medical Tricorder 3. I prefer Medical Tricorder 3. It's a flat heal. So we're going to take that. And that gives us the option that if we now go to these guys, I can replace their ground ability with, well, eventually Medical Tricorder 3. At the moment, he's too low ranked. So, you see, he can't have... Oh, I see, he has certain slot levels. So he's got a Lieutenant, Lieutenant Commander, and at Commander level, you should find now I have the option somewhere in here will be Medical Tricorder 3. Maybe it's under there. Tricorder Scan 2. Okay, I'm a little bit confused. I thought I could... maybe it just goes up as I level. I don't know. Medical Tricorder 1. Medical Tricorder 2. Yeah. So I would be able to teach him that. But I don't have the ability to do so yet. So, for now, we'll leave that as it is. And, yeah. That's where we're going to leave this one anyway, guys. Because that's a bit more story we've done. And, well, obviously, we'll carry on with the next mission. The next video. So, if you've enjoyed this, do like and subscribe and all that good stuff. And any comments and feedback are always appreciated. And I will see you all in the next one. For now, I've been Locutus, and this has been The Collective. Cheers.